Hello, 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 and welcome to the show. It's Wrestling with Entertainment, bringing you the latest exclusive breaking news, previewing and reviewing the latest shows from WWE, AEW, New Japan, and everything in between. I am your host, James J. As always, starring Kaliko Yachts.
SummerSlam weekend? Question mark. Happy summer, everybody. What is up with all my peoples? What's up, Jay? What's up, Scoot?
And also featuring Mitch Mayhem, who's not here. It's a 50-50 shot that he might actually come. Well,
He looks like he's on his way.
and always starring Scooter Dust.
Welcome to the ThunderDome.
Dun dun. Yeah. I believe that was the theme song for Thunderdome. I mean, it was the first thing I thought of.
I was thinking Tropic Thunder when they said Thunderdome.
I was thinking Mad Max. I'm like, we don't need another hero. Don't flag us for that.
Tina Turner. We don't need another way home. Yeah. Man, damn. Giving my age away right there.
It's a great day for wrestling, and maybe a great day for WWE as well. As they finally unveiled the WWE ThunderDome yesterday on SmackDown.
Thunder.
Thundercats. Oh, and that is on Hulu. Just topic.
Did you just call me a Thundercats hoe?
Hell yeah, because the Thundercats are in the house. That's a whole nother topic. But back to your Thunderdome there, James.
Yeah, this is it was announced last week, and now we're actually there. Amway Center, and on Thursday, Scooter was actually part of a test run. Could you maybe tell us a little bit about your experience on that? But before that, Mitch Mayhem has made it. 2 minutes late, but he's here.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Yeah, my phone took a fucking shit. I gotta get a new phone, so you can only get a hold of me on like Facebook Messenger and Twitter sometimes, and my email. So yeah.
All right. So, logging into the Thunderdome, you signed up for the sneak peek, and they send you a link, and they tell you can only click the link once.
Really quickly, like I inquired in on it, and there was too many requirements for my situation. I was like, fuck it, and there was too many people trying to get in on it. So
yeah, registration closed, but
yeah,
the sneak
like
peek.
After an hour.
The sneak peek was open, and I got the link, and I waited till literally about 5 minutes before, and it kept taking me to what looked like an error page, but it said please stand by. So I wasn't exactly sure if it's
relatively new, yeah.
Or hold on, if it was working or if it wasn't. So I decided I'm gonna be bad. I'm gonna close it out and click the link again. And what do you know? It gets me in. They were doing 4 matches, and I ended up joining right after the first match. No, I'm sorry, 3 matches. And the second match was a tag team match between Caden Carter, Casey Catanzaro, and I forget who the opponents were, but they came out to other wrestlers' music. Caden and Casey came out to Sasha's music.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's stupid, dude.
Well, that sounds like a
Like
that
video
sounds
game
like
shit.
probably for Sasha, just a test run, just to see how the music went.
They were they were most likely testing
Probably.
for the music for SmackDown.
I mean, it was a test run.
Yeah, and
yeah, okay, go. When you're done, let me know. I've got a few things.
let me finish this. All right. Yeah. So, yeah, people are getting moved around on the screen. It's really, really laggy.
Really?
Really laggy. And they said, if you're ever part of the Thunderdome audience, watch the Thunderdome feed because the television feed will be delayed.
Yep.
Great.
All right.
All right. And then after the match ended, they sent us back to the placeholder screen. Somebody would come on and tell us, the instructions and whatnot and everything. And then the third match was Ridge Holland from NXT coming out to Shinsuke's music, and his opponent coming out to the New Day's theme, Mansoor.
Oh my God! They took him out of Carbonite.
Hey, at least he Mansoor International Tour.
And then during
he couldn't really do another show because they're not doing the Saudi Arabia show. So, he only wrestles twice a year, and they needed to fill up one of those dates.
But during the Mansoor Ridge Holland match, I got to see myself right in the dead center of the screen, which I'll admit that was pretty cool. Again, all still very laggy. And they had two guys on commentary who admitted they didn't know what they were saying.
Oh, good Lord.
And we're like, we heard, speak up? Okay, boss.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
This is like the shitsville of this is the worst time in WWE history. I really feel
That's not like a mic check.
It's a mic. Yeah, it's a mic check.
I'm just saying, overall, this is a bad time.
It's
not just that. I'm talking about Renee Young leaving. We'll get into that later and other stuff. I'm just saying, it's a bad time for WWE.
Overall, I can see it being a fun experience if they tailor it a bit more, but I can see a lot of people ruining it for the rest of the fans before anything else, because eventually somebody's gonna try to whip their dick out. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
It's eventually gonna happen.
And then they're gonna get themselves banned for life. I mean, you think that's smart? I'm just saying that's stupid as fuck.
There's always that 10%.
Yeah,
it's the 10% rule.
But those people need to be banned from any publicity.
On SmackDown last night, though, there was somebody in a friggin' ski mask.
Oh, Jesus.
And given what's happened with with Sonya Deville, we'll talk about that.
I'll let you talk. I have news items. Let me know when I can talk about.
One of the main rules is if they can kick you off for any reason.
Yeah.
So
you're on their platform.
If you're trying to participate in the Thunderdome,
you have to sign something.
Don't think of you do.
Okay. That's what
you don't think about wearing an AEW shirt. Don't think about inappropriate. At least try to cover up the fact that you're not wearing pants like I did.
Maybe it's just me and my age, but if you're dealing with especially a company, you want to present yourself as at least trustable to not go fucking crazy or AWOL. on their fucking program. I'm just saying. Like,
Well,
I mean,
But the problem is we're in that TikTok age where people
yeah,
are willing to do anything.
there are some young
People
stupid
are
kids.
willing to
Yes.
do anything for likes.
Yes.
So
No,
that's
you're
the
right.
whole point.
You're right.
So
You're
I get the
absolutely fucking right. I get what you're saying. I'm
I
just saying, my age, like me, I don't. I think that's so stupid and counterproductive. It makes you look like an asshole, in my opinion. But some people are like that. You're right.
I do have to say though is that I yelled for the beer guy and I got a beer.
nice.
Wow.
That's different. I heckled and that's communicating with the wrestlers and getting involved. If you
No,
like yell and
That's
stuff.
what I'm talking about.
I said I was like, hey, beer guy, beer over here.
That's different.
I got it.
Now
Okay, well, I'm
that's a
just saying
hero.
that, especially in person,
Yeah.
like you're supposed to heckle and yell at the wrestlers.
Now
Yeah.
let me ask you one question, Scooter. You said it was lagging. Were you like able to watch the match and like know what happens and follow
Yeah.
it and enjoy it?
The
There's just
audio,
substantial lag, I think he's saying.
the audio for the match was fine. The video could not keep up.
Okay.
So that's
James,
gonna run
and
into
it's-
some issues.
That makes sense because it's like they're trying to do what the NBA. Because what the NBA does is they allow people to watch it, but they're just standing still. So they're trying to actually make it, from what you're saying, is more of an interactive front. So of course they're going to have that issue. But how do you think that lag could be because they're trying to catch people doing something stupid and they could cut it off before that? Because I know that like on TV, it's always like a 10-second lag for the audio just in case somebody cusses and they can edit it out. Do you think it's that, or do you just think just basically the server itself?
I mean, that plus watching it on like a laptop screen, it looked like there were people repeating in the same spots. Like there was like 6 versions of one person spread out somewhere.
I noticed that.
It was that type of. Wait, how did you?
I saw a picture on Wrestle Talk about like a
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
They were showing, but it looked like people were like repeating, and somehow people got multiple spots.
Well,
So that shows you how, like, really like laggy. I don't think it's a matter of looking for people doing something stupid because they're rotating people around the screen. So, and it's only one side of the arena. It's not the other side. It's the camera ready side.
interesting.
All right, James. If you guys are done with that, I have a few news items.
Well, we'll get to. I still want to talk about WWE and Amway Center for the foreseeable future.
Okay, I just want to kind of get it out of the way, but whatever.
Oh, how many things do you have to?
Like real quick, three real quick. It's not long at all.
All right.
It's like little 5-word sentences each.
Oh,
Three of them.
enough.
Okay. As I just said, Renee Young gave her WWE notice. So
yeah,
one of the most underutilized, voices in wrestling. I believe, in my opinion, I think she's gonna get out of wrestling. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but
yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Rumors are that. Sorry. What?
Yeah.
Mox needs to knock her up.
Rumors are that Shane McMahon is going to come in and take the load off of Bruce Pritchard for Raw.
That is on the news agenda as well.
And rumors that Dominic Mysterio's name after this first match with Seth Rollins will be Prince Mysterio.
Which is pretty cool. And we'll get
Well,
and it's got the old crown logo from Ray's old stuff.
Well, because
Ray means king in Spanish, yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. It's fitting.
So yeah, that's dope.
Prince Mysterio. I like
I
it.
just wish I wish he said Prince in Spanish though, but that's just.
That would've made more sense.
I get what you're saying because the Mysterio is Latino. Yeah, he's.
But
Definitely.
but that means we're going to be seeing a name change for Mr. Dijakovic.
How many fucking name changes? Is he in the witness protection program or something?
Wait. I'm sorry. I take that back. Since they're changing, if they're gonna call him Prince Mysterio, they're not gonna change him. But
I would call him fired.
if they keep him as Dominic Mysterio, be sure it's Dijakovic that's gonna get a name change.
Oh,
Considering
rightfully so.
Considering that they both spell Dominic the same frickin' way.
You know what? I guarantee you they'll just make him Donovan again. They'll just go back to Donovan.
They should have never changed him in the first place.
Yeah, I agree with you. But that's WWE's overthinking, you know.
So, WWE is going to be at Amway Center for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, but no fans will be there for the foreseeable future either.
We're back to, our normal set,
empty.
what you normally see on a Raw and SmackDown. And with electric
But it's still going to be an empty arena.
With electronic fans in the
It's still going to
Thunderdome.
be an empty arena.
Obviously,
Sorry.
you have some opinions on this, Mitch, so what are your thoughts on this setup for WWE?
Yeah, no, I was just trying to, I would not thought you were stopping in the middle of your sentence. I thought,
No,
I'm having a blank. So what did you say again? Say that again. Sorry. I'm having a blank.
what do you
dude.
think about WWE's new setup at Amway Center with the digital fans?
Okay. It is what it is. Thunderdome. If you're talking about the Thunderdome thing, or what?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's new technology. New technology. You're gonna have new, problems, new hurdles, things like that, growing pains. So it's gonna be like that. It's needed. You needed to bring the fans back in because without the fans in wrestling, you have nothing. So, and I think it showed for a while. I think we could see that. So, they need the fans back. We'll see how this works. I don't know. Like Scooter said, I only know from things of Russell Talk and what he just said of what we even have to look forward to. So, we'll see.
I think the most important question to ask is, what the hell does this mean for Raw Underground?
What? Say that again?
What the hell is this going to mean for Raw Underground?
Hopefully that will stay underground.
Oh, Raw Underground. I hope it fucking takes a shit and dies. I hate that shit.
What about you,
It's so
Kaliko?
stupid.
Well,
You're not even going to make the guy who won it into a superstar. The Baba Tunde dude or whatever.
Nobody won anything of any.
Oh, no, the guy who stood out. The guy, that big dude in the fucking tank top that they had in a lot of the pictures for it.
Sabaketo, Kabaseto.
Oh, I thought his name was Baba Tunde.
It was Baba Tunde, and then they.
Oh, okay.
They did change it to Hubba Bubba.
What about you, Kaliko? What are your thoughts on the
Double
Thunderdome
bubble.
and the Amway Center being the new home of WWE?
Oh, I just now remember something I was gonna say, but go ahead. I'll wait.
I don't think we got Kaliko here, so you could say it.
Oh, there we go. I was
there
sitting
you
there talking. God damn it. Anywho's, I'm just gonna say they kind of run Florida because they got that turnaround real quick. Honestly, you kind of saw it leaning that way because you remember when they would show like the takeovers and the pay-per-views, and they would show like the fan reactions of the people that were watching. So I'm betting you that's where the idea was kind of planted, and they kind of probably took a page out the NBA's book and was like, I want to go further with it on the digital scale, because you're seeing how not only with the Thunderdome, it's the way that they're like for SummerSlam, they're doing access meet and greets.
Yeah, and those are sold out.
Oh, they are? I didn't know that.
They're sold out. So they're doing.
Wait. They're doing online meet and greets?
Yep.
Yeah. So basically,
Oh,
you
fuck,
get.
man.
So you
I
get.
didn't know.
So for $125, you get like a downloadable a conversation with the wrestler,
Right.
and you can and you get the download the video afterwards, and you also have the ability to purchase things. My only gripe about it is, as a person that used to buy these access packs, I wish that the autograph came with it per se.
Oh, it doesn't?
No, it doesn't. So that's where I'm kind of conflicted with it, because I wish the meet and greet for like $100 is okay to me.
Yeah, the autographs should always go with it. That's like the baseline.
But for me, if you're going to charge $125 and it's only 2 minutes and they keep the content,
wow.
I mean, that's no different than the meet and greet in person when you're shaking the hands and you get to keep the picture.
Actually, if you don't get an autograph,
and you don't get an autograph,
nothing to remind some of it.
You can have a.
You can buy things that they'll autograph for you.
Oh, but I'm sure they'll let you buy. Yeah, they fucking assholes.
Yeah, I just wish that they gave. I just wish that they gave the autograph up.
Well, that's capitalism.
Especially,
wish in one hand, crap in the other, and see which one gets filled first.
I mean, it's a business. I get it, but
it's capitalism gone on fucking muck, dude.
If I were them, I would have done the auto, and I could see why they didn't do it, because if a lot of people jumped on it, that would have been a fucking lot of autographs. So I kind of get the balance that they have to pull. But
they want money. If they know they can get a certain amount, they're gonna slap $20 on that if they can get away with it. They want. If you ask them how much they want, the answer is always more.
But
to me, bastards.
But to me, I see them going this. I mean, this is it. Like, this is basically the only people that are still doing like face-to-face meet and greets are like
mom
and pop wrestling. Hear me out, because the wrestling store is still doing meet and greets. They're still doing where people can go line up, meet. As a matter of fact, next month is what's her name? Lisa Marie Vaughn. So yeah, so they're doing. I mean, people are doing it, and of course, it's gonna be like mask on. You can take your mask off for a little bit to take the picture, and then do whatever. But for WWE, I see the confliction, because they can't tour. This is a way to get people to want to be able to talk to them. Because, I mean, think about it. How many people who got kids that would want to talk to like a Braun Strowman or a Big E, and so on and so forth. So I see them going all digital up until the point where we can actually congregate again. But to me, it's not a bad idea. I give them an E for effort, at least trying to keep it within the social distancing, trying to keep people from getting sick confines, because they were kind of catching hell for allowing all these people to get there, and they're not testing, and then they're not, and people weren't wearing masks, and then they had a mini outbreak that kind of scared the shit out of them and made them change their ways. So whether by force or by choice,
I'm gonna forget.
The change is better for the people. That's just all I got to say about that.
Okay, real quick before I forget, this Thunderdome situation, I forgot. Damn it! I held on it for like 5 minutes, dude.
You gotta let him finish.
I mean, Kaliko was lucky he got 5 minutes with no interruptions.
My mind, the way it fucking works, that's why I interrupt when I do. I'm sorry.
Dude, you need a pad and pencil.
Seriously. I brought out the internet pad. Okay, hold on. I'll get back.
So, on the opposite end of that spectrum, WWE is going all digital, all electronic.
Okay. Yeah. What they're doing is basically they need to. It's by they're doing what they have to do to survive. We can't have fans for we might be in the new normal. This might not just last for a little bit of time and go back to a lot of people being able to congregate in public again. We might be in this for years, dude. And I've said that a while ago. And I really believe that. And so WWE needs to find a way to bring the fans in a way that is not dangerous in a time like this. And I think if this is the only way to do it, I've been waiting for them to drop something like this. Honestly, early in April, I was like, what the fuck? What are they doing, dude? I thought this would come back earlier. So I think they've been feeling the pressure of, people getting on them for, Renee Young quitting and everything that's been happening. I think they've been feeling the pressure and the low ratings. So, something is better than just sitting complacently, and this is good. I like this. This is a move in a good direction.
On the opposite end of the spectrum, AEW will be allowing fans to attend their shows at Pat Dilly's place.
COVID in my lungs. I have COVID in my lungs.
Scooter, your thoughts on this new thing that AEW may have is trying out?
Well, you gotta start planning the
Judas in my lungs. Sorry.
You gotta start planning the funerary services for those fans that are going to attend. We knew them well.
Yeah.
And hopefully we will see them in the next life.
I think I see why that's the problem. Like, as much as AEW needs that revenue, like WWE don't really.
No, bull fucking shit. They're
No. Allow me to finish.
That's not true.
Let him finish.
Okay.
Allow me to finish, because as a startup company, the first year you're already in debt because you're trying to make it through the first year to get to the second year to make money, right? They started the company last year. However, they didn't start actually doing
there's a difference
like TV shows towards the end of the year.
Calico.
So to me, I see the risk that they're willing to take, and there's people who are willing to do it. I mean, there's wrestling shows going on all over. I don't know how people it's up to people's comfort level, and do people feel like they want to go? I mean, you've given them that option. It's not a great option considering Florida is like, it's tampering down, but it ain't that much better. And to me, it's dangerous, man. You're playing with fire right there, and and it only takes one. It only fucking takes one. And that's when and to me, that's why I think that AEW shouldn't do it. Because if one person gets sick there and one person dies from being there and getting sick,
game over.
Calico.
It's curtains.
Real quick, dude, I hear what you're saying, but there's a difference in they don't really need to build up the first year because they have a billionaire at the helm. They don't have some like a fledgling little company like Hillman, like TNA, just building up, and they need financial support to succeed in like that. It's not like that. They have a lot of money behind them.
No, they got 400 million. They started with 400 mil.
It is a business.
And I didn't say it wasn't a business.
What do you think? That Tony Khan's just gonna pay him?
I said it's a big business. Pocket? The person, for a little bit, yeah, he's gonna go into the red purposely. He even said it.
Bullshit, because he's trying to get them Jacksonville Jaguars.
He said it
back on that motherfucking field. So
that's
not his team. It's his dad's team, but whatever.
Yeah,
that's his dad's shit. That's not his.
That's my point. Like, money. They're adding more people, having less shows, not really, other than the TV stream and maybe merch. That's their only two main income right there. That's their two main revenues is the TV deal and merch. So they need that, because at least with WWE, they're too entangled in everything. So they got multitude. Granted, they're hurting too, but they got different ways of getting the money. AEW don't have those ways, so they're stuck with having to do that.
Next on the agenda, as Mitch alluded to, Renee Young is leaving WWE, and this is honestly,
Long overdue.
it feels like a big loss for the company because it feels like she has done she's been in every single position in WWE at one point or another.
I think you gotta listen to, if someone like that leaves, you gotta fucking realize that it's not the way it used to be. Things aren't going so great. The ratings are down. Everything is like the COVID is, yeah, it's rocked everything, but people are at home. They should be watching, they're watching more TV. They are. It's your fault, Vince, that they're not watching WWE
What
as
the
much
fuck
as.
does that have to do with Renee Young? I mean,
Because
husband's
her
in another
leaving is a
company.
symptom of how shitty WWE is right now, in my opinion.
Wait,
I
It
was just gonna.
absolutely has to do.
I would say that's more of a symptom of her wanting to spread her. Because to me,
No,
Renee
I
eventually was
think
going
this
to be
has been a
bigger
long
than
time
that.
coming, dude. And I heard there was some backstage like squabbles, and her leaving at this time kind of confirms that she was involved. So I'm just saying, there were some arguments I heard through grapevine.
So, let's start
Go.
with Scooter. What are
Yeah,
your
Scooter.
thoughts on Renee leaving? Do you see her possibly going to an
I
AEW
mean,
or just pursuing outside wrestling projects?
I mean, it's quite possible that the WWE kind of forced her hand due to the COVID admission when she was the only one who went public when WWE didn't even know about it, and it seems like this was kind of a resign or we'll fire you type thing.
Yeah, pressure.
And honestly, it may be Renee may go to AEW. I don't.
I see her going to like Hollywood, dude, or like something like that, like out of wrestling,
Yeah, I don't even
like a
think,
talk show.
I don't even think that. I think
Maybe her own show.
I think Renee might be done.
Really? You
Yep.
think she could retire?
No,
I
not
feel
even,
like she would go to ESPN because
That would be a perfect fit for her, dude.
ESPN was wanting her
Holy
a
shit.
while ago.
When you just said that, I was like, "Whoa, bing!"
So that's
perfect for her.
why I said she feels
That's
me. And the first time I met her was in LA. She had a Tupac shirt on and everything.
It
But that's a
does
whole other
seem
story.
like an ESPN broadcaster. You're right, dude.
But to me, the personality that she gives, it screams like ESPN. So
yeah,
to me,
you're right.
I wouldn't be surprised.
You're right. I agree.
And that's why I said to me, either way, I felt like she was gonna go because she did everything. She was on the NXT,
right,
fucking SmackDown. She
the
fucking
fact
Raw,
that she wasn't on the
backstage, had a show,
team,
like,
and I think she
like
deserved
15
to be on the
shows.
broadcast team. I think that was a part of the problem in my opinion.
yeah. I mean,
there's one big thing though. Renee's contract specifically has a very huge no compete clause.
Oh yeah.
So, what was that implying?
she's not going to AEW.
Well,
but
it's timed, of course. It's like a 90-day.
No, it's longer for her.
Really?
Okay, maybe 6 months then.
I get it because she's a good-looking girl, good on her eyes.
Like I said, I think she's leaving wrestling.
Like I said ESPN.
I think she would be perfect at ESPN. When Kliko said that, it really hit me.
So, Scooter, you kind of alluded that WWE wanted her out. That it doesn't sound
It
like
fit both. It fit both agendas.
Because Renee actually had 2 deals.
Right.
An employee deal with the WWE that let her give notice whenever she wanted, and
you mean her Fox deal?
And her Fox deal,
right?
And that ended when the show was canceled.
Yeah. I was gonna say that already ended.
So, with some additional details, when Young contracted COVID over the summer, she went public about it without the WWE knowing.
Yeah.
The WWE's top officials didn't talk to her when they had it until several days later.
I remember.
And there was a source that claimed that others who got it at the same time, but Young was the only one to go public without the WWE knowing about it. Hence why
they got pissed.
The WWE forced their hand. A little bit of an analogy. I wanted in a job I had in 2004. I said, "Oh." I called out sick. I said, "Oh, I had pink eye," and they said, "Okay." And come back and like, "Where's your doctor's note?" Turns out I didn't have pink eye. Well, you gotta quit or we'll fire you.
They'll do that to keep people from tenure. They'll do that.
So, now AEW was the assumed eventuality, but I mean, AEW didn't know she was leaving until the story actually broke. So Mox didn't even tell. Didn't even tell Tony Khan.
And that says a lot. That says a lot.
That says a lot.
It's really none of his business.
Well, I mean, if the point is, if Renee
were to go,
wanted to go, he would
give the heads up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the vouch, so that makes sense.
And would have probably figured out something for Renee to get around the non-compete clause.
Yep.
With that being said, one of Renee Young's top shows that people best know from was Talking Smack, which it seems to be coming back with.
Coming back, go figure.
Yeah.
Fucking A, man.
Wait, what?
Spiteful motherfuckers. Yeah.
It's coming back?
Yes. Oh, you're leaving. Talking Smack coming back.
Yeah, that's so fucked up.
This time with your host, Renee Michelle.
That is so fucked up, dude.
I think it's Karen Bryan.
With your host, Renee Dupree.
It's a Taylor Braxton and Xavier Woods.
Taylor Braxton. There you go.
And Xavier Woods. Good thing Talking Smack's coming back, Scooter?
No. Xavier Woods? No.
I felt it was better with
if
Renee
it doesn't
and
do well with the first crew, it's fucking dead, dude.
I mean, the thing that made that show really good was Renee Young and Daniel Bryan. I was
gonna say the Miz Daniel Bryan confrontation made that show.
Well,
I think what made it,
but since then it hasn't been the same.
I think what made it good is it wasn't scripted. I mean, they kind of got to go off the
non-scripted.
So
perfect.
That's why I think it was really good. But
yes, I agree with Khalifa.
I feel like with them bringing it back, they're gonna fucking control the fucking narrative.
They control too much now. They don't let it breathe. Yeah, they won't give people control, and that's the problem. You see it in the characters. It's too scripted.
I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see how.
Xavier does it.
Xavier and Caleb handle Talking Smack.
I mean, Xavier, I'll give him a shot because as much I watch the up, down, down. He can get, somewhat on the funny side, but I just want to see them get more.
He's not like ha funny. He's like witty funny sometimes.
Right, and I want to see them get into the real. So. Xavier's got the mouth for it, so it's just a matter of how far they're going to let him go.
What about you, Scooter? Your thoughts on Kayla and Xavier?
I mean, I never watched. I never watched it to begin with. So
wow.
Yeah, I've only seen outtakes. I've never seen a show.
What?
I mean,
that was great shit.
Mm-hmm. It was great shit.
And there's a reason WWE's ratings are low. I mean, we have no incentive to watch things, man. We
people were, that show was really talked about on social media. Niggas was Like, because there's, you know what? Prime example. You remember when they had the women's Money in the Bank? The very first one, and Carmella won, and then they had the whole. They got to
From like
redo
16,
it.
17? Or
Yeah,
what?
Yeah.
what is it? Yeah,
Around
like
that?
right
That was,
around there,
that
like
was, yeah,
17. I want to
Okay.
say 2017. So yeah, you remember, and they had to redo it, and they put Carmella on Talking Smack, and I swear to God, that was like her
Oh, okay.
best fucking interview / promo I've ever seen in my life, because
Was
you
that?
could
Oh no,
literally,
I'm not gonna say it was.
you
With the,
literally
when
saw
she had the
like,
rat with her, when she had the
yeah, James Ellsworth. She had
Ellsworth,
to,
yeah.
but she
Okay.
was on there and she was talking, and you could just see like the emotion and her being pissed about having to do, like, it was like there was, and you could feel like there was no script. You felt that genuineness from Carmella, from the fact that she was the first one, and I was like, yo, if they don't do nothing with that, and I feel like that's why she won again, because of the simple fact of that, and that was getting pushed on social media. And yeah, man, shit, that was like her best promo ever, and it was like off the cuff with her feelings, straight feeling.
Somebody that's not
It,
maybe as great with promos, Shane McMahon might be taking Raw off the hands of Bruce Pritchard. Um, it seems it was kind of rumored, kind of suggested that Shane McMahon didn't really have a backstage role when he first came back to WWE, but is getting more involved now. Like 2 years removed, 3 years removed. My question to Scooter and slash Mitch, um, do you think that if this does actually happen and Shane McMahon takes over Raw, that he will actually do a good job?
you know,
No, I hated the underground. Go ahead, Scooter. Sorry.
I mean, the underground's got nothing to do with how Shane McMahon will approach a show.
Well, it was his idea. That was his big idea to change
and,
Raw, dude. And it took a shit.
and
You are obsessed with shitting.
No, I'm just.
I mean,
That's
go to the
my
toilet
term
to
for
do it.
saying it, and it took a dive. It did not do well.
You want to continue, Scooter?
I think Shane McMahon is out of touch with wrestling.
Well, no shit. All the McMahons are, in my opinion. They need
And,
Triple H to let him, in my opinion.
I mean,
I would let Triple H take it.
yeah, Shane McMahon just.
Triple H is the only one who has his hand on the pulse of wrestling, I think. The others are so far removed, it's not funny.
Alright, what about you, Kaliko slash Mitch?
I just said, you not hear what I just said? I just said it.
I mean, he gets the shot because he's the big man's son, and that's basically it. I mean, didn't he? I remember when he first came back. Didn't he take over SmackDown? And they the crew kind of didn't like it, and that's what kind of got him the fade in the background the first time. If
Yeah,
I'm not mistaken, someone like, so if that's the case, I mean, he's just getting a chance to show that he can do something to stay within the company. Because to me, I feel like it's going to be Stephanie for sure is going to take over that company, especially from the business side and the branding side. The wrestling side, the operations within the company. I mean, yeah, arrows are pointing to Triple H, but there's a rumor he could be dipping after like a decade, and
There's a
so
rumor that there's some beef between Triple H and Vinnie Mac.
so to me, that tells me that it's more of a toss up than what we think it is.
Vince will never give it to Triple H. He'll give it to Shane, if anyone, or Shane. Maybe Stephanie, but Shane first.
I feel like this is going to be going down the road of if you notice, I want to say the Los Angeles Lakers, because they're pretty much apples to apples with WWE in the sense that they were a family-owned company, and the family kind of runs the dynamics in and outside the company. I feel like with Shane coming in like that, I feel like it could be going down that road where it's going to be Shane versus Stephanie and Triple H. I'm not certain.
I thought it was already like that, honestly, behind the scenes. So,
I mean,
and in my opinion, Triple H was losing influence very recently, and because of everything that was going downhill. And instead of them giving more control to Triple H, they're going in the other direction with Shane. It seems.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see when that road gets there. But until then, I mean, let's see what they do. I mean, you're not going to be able to tell, like, that's a Shane idea. So, I mean, it ain't like...
I mean, with the Raw Underground, it was obvious that was a Shane idea. But...
I mean, yeah, but...
I could tell. I'm just saying,
yeah.
Someone like us, I think they could tell. I could, easily.
And lastly, last week we previewed NXT Takeover 30. It's actually going to be coming on in a couple hours. You could join.
What is it? Say it again.
NXT Takeover 30.
Oh.
You could actually join me and Scooter on the UNB.
Along with
Wrestling Network with Mitch
Why are you laughing, James?
On the UNBS Wrestling Network.
I'm gonna be there too, dude.
Oh,
couple matches added. Finn Balor, Timothy Thatcher, the
squash.
Six-man ladder match that were 5-man ladder match. Dexter Lumis is out.
Fuck.
Ah, damn, that sucks. All right. Me and Kaliko have a lot. We reveal a lot of the same shit. I've realized.
All I was gonna ask was, who do you think's gonna win, Finn Balor or Timothy Thatcher? But I think Kaliko just summed that up for me.
I mean, but you know what's the crazy part? People are getting pissed because Finn is not. People feel like Finn's not using his potential in NXT. But I feel like, but to me, I feel like he's in a good spot because he's the gatekeeper. He's like the gate. If you beat Finn, you're there. Like Finn ain't got nothing to prove.
Look what NXT did for Fandango and Tyler Breeze. They're back in it because of NXT. So.
I mean, are they though?
I mean, they're wrestling for the fucking title, aren't they?
I mean, they've been beefing with the NXT version of LIJ.
They're wrestling for the title in NXT Takeover.
And
in a triple threat.
I mean, the biggest controversy going into NXT Takeover in a couple hours is obviously the Velveteen Dream issue. God knows we've talked to death about that.
There's still investigation going on. I think.
So we're not going to talk too much more
let the lawyers handle that shit. Yeah.
But do you think Velveteen Dream is going to get pulled from this ladder match? Yes or no, Scooter Dust?
No.
If anything happens, it'll be like a few weeks. So they're not gonna pull him from any matches. I don't think they need him first and foremost. And regardless of what you've done, I think we've seen from past situations, if Vince needs you, he'll use you regardless.
All right, and that will conclude our news for tonight. And we are wrestling with WWE SummerSlam preview. It's tomorrow. It's the biggest show since WrestleMania, and it actually seems like it's going to be an interesting show. I alluded to before. How should people watch SummerSlam, Scooter Dust?
In the ThunderDome. Actually, don't forget ThunderDome. It sucks. Watch it along with us. Right on the remix. Right on the UNBS.
I was just gonna say it's the first show where the fans are back. So this is absolutely gonna be hopefully a benchmark moment, and I hope that WWE, I'm sure Vince included, is hoping this is like a benchmark to turn things around.
I mean, it must be a big show for you to resubscribe to the WWE Network.
Yeah. Especially because the money's tight, dude.
Alright, our first match in the SummerSlam ThunderDome. The
What? The ThunderDome?
ThunderDome.
Dome.
Hey, well, they might have to rename it to the ThunderDome after the potential screw ups. But
First match out. Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. Who wins the match? Scooter Dust.
now
Oh, man.
I called this match right.
I think you're right if it's who I think you're going to say.
The question is whether or not they are going to try and build something out of this. Now,
I'll tell you exactly what I think happens in a second.
obviously, people are expecting Edge to
Man, you're pulling away fucking when I'm trying to
make
hold on.
some sort of interfere in the match. It's also a
Get out of
possibility.
my head, dude.
It's also a possibility we may see Edge help Randy win the
That
title.
was what I was just gonna say. Like what I hope happens. Edge comes in, looks like he's gonna go after Randy Orton, spears McIntyre, and helps Orton get the title.
That is a pretty brash prediction.
But then
That's what I would do.
Edge immediately spears
Yes,
Randy.
but and then they go into a world title program themselves. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Soon.
But the thing is, you have Drew, who's really kind of riding high on, being WWE champion. So honestly,
He's not a bad champion, dude.
I don't think he's been a bad champion.
I think he's been decent. I don't think people should underestimate.
I mean,
him.
it's in this. Considering the situation.
I think they're
right.
I think they're gonna play the safe
I mean,
card and.
But you just say considering the situation real quick. The situation is they need someone who they can rely on and valuable during COVID, and that has been Drew McIntyre. So I'm just saying, I think people are overlooking him.
I think they're going to go with the safe bet and have Edge interfere, cause Randy to lose, and Drew will
start with 3.
And
Triple
no, this is going to be Randy won't be in the title picture probably after this.
Edge and McIntyre?
No, somebody else. Not Randy Orton.
I've heard Edge. They're thinking of putting Edge in the front. I've heard it for a while.
Randy Orton and Edge are most likely going into Hell in a Cell.
Okay, I'd be okay with that.
And
we need something for October. I think it's October.
As for, and you also have to take into consideration the fact that the WWE is doing another pay-per-view next week.
Yeah, which one is it though?
Payback.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Of course it's Payback. It's like a garbage throwaway pay-per-view.
And the only thing we know is Sasha and Bayley will defend the tag team title. So, but Drew to retain via some sort of.
That's Vince for you. We're in trouble. What do we do? Do more shows.
But, Drew to win, Drew to retain.
Mitch, your Orton or
I like
McIntyre.
Drew. I like Drew, but something tells me Randy Orton's gonna get it, dude. Something tells me Edge and Randy Orton will have something to do with taking the title off, and then there will be a 3-way skirmish, and then Drew will get it back, I think.
And Kaliko.
I think Randy Orton.
Randy Orton, all right. And Kaliko?
So for now, like I said, I think Drew will get it back real quick. He'll get it back, but for now, Randy Orton.
Randy Orton is in his best. This is the best version we've seen of Randy in a while.
Thank you, Kaliko.
That being said, I feel like Randy, the title does nothing for him other than to show that he's already better than, he's just as good as we thought he was. I feel like Drew needs this more. I'm just gonna go with Drew just based off because think about it. Last year, Kofi had a Randy Orton incident, and I feel like people didn't take Kofi's reign seriously until he beat Randy. The same way I feel that's gonna happen with Drew, because I feel like Drew is the standout guy. This is Drew's year, and I think they're gonna stick with that come hell or high water.
Like I said, they will, but I think they'll do a loop around and go through Orton first.
Nah,
Orton and Edge. Put a spotlight on Orton and Edge.
Nah.
Yep.
I mean, the only way Orton and Edge would come in it is to enhance Drew to make him look amongst those peers.
Because I think he's going to get it back. So that's the whole purpose of it.
Nah, I don't. Why would you take the title just to get it back?
But eventually, because you get Edge and Randy Orton and their versus McIntyre, you have McIntyre screwed, and then you get it back. He gets it back from both. It's from redeeming himself over both.
I get
and
he
that goes
point.
Over two big legends.
I get that point, but to me, Edge being in a title match, hell no. Orton,
I've heard for a while that they've been wanting to get him back in the title picture. Actually,
Orton, you can make the argument for. Edge, hell.
I'm telling you, I've heard rumors from people I know who said they have heard that Edge is being talked about for a champion coming up to be a champion.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. No. I'm just telling you what I've heard.
He's basically on the Santa Claus schedule. How the fuck is
But I think he's still got some. Him and Orton still have something in him.
Yeah, and they'll be amongst each other because Drew is fucking winning.
Fair enough.
Can't say it better myself. I say clear cut and dry. Drew McIntyre wins in a smash finish, either by count out or disqualification. That's what I'm going with. Universal Championship match: Braun Strowman versus The Fiend Bray Wyatt. Who wins, Scooter?
Now, this is interesting, only because on SmackDown with Braun Strowman invading the Firefly Funhouse, attacking Bray Wyatt, and then later chokeslamming Bray Wyatt off the loading dock of the Amway Center. Bray gets loaded into the ambulance. The ambulance makes about maybe 50 feet down the driveway, and then it backs up, and the Fiend pops out. So,
real quick, let's not forget the involvement of Alexa Bliss in this situation, in the gimmick.
Yes, Alexa Bliss.
I think she will be figured into the match.
Alexa Bliss hasn't been seen since last week. Also, has to be said that on SmackDown last night, Braun and Bray opened the show only to be attacked by Retribution, who must have.
I want to know who Retribution is.
Who must have tripled in numbers. There were at least 20 of them.
I just can't wait until they're unmasked. I just want to know who they are.
And also,
I've heard rumors. Yeah.
The Fiend Bray Wyatt did interrupt Vince, who opened SmackDown last night. So, but I really want to say that the Fiend is gonna win. I think there's gonna be some sort of cluster smurf of a finish here.
With Vince McMahon's WWE, that might be. There's been a lot of shitty finishes, so that's not what I would do. But I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm going with the Fiend. I'm going with Bray Wyatt.
All right. What about you, Mitch?
Okay, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if McMahon makes a stupid decision and does a clusterfuck. Well, I kind of agree with Scooter, but
I mean, this whole rivalry.
Hear me out real quick. We've had Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman got a win over Bray Wyatt. Now the Fiend comes out. You don't beat the Fiend. The Fiend wins.
All right, and Toledo. Yeah.
Technically.
This one's a toss. If any toss up, this is the biggest one. I'm gonna go with.
You don't have the Fiend lose this, in my opinion.
Because the Fiend don't need the title. That's the thing. Like,
I think the title needs him. I really think the title needs him right now.
The only way
we haven't had a really spectacle, like a big champion, since like The Rock or like someone who really stands out with the title. It's been so long.
But
I
feel like that Braun's been on and off. So to me,
not to me.
No, I'm talking about on and off the air.
Oh,
Braun. But Braun. Yeah. Braun.
Okay, I thought you meant Bray. Sorry.
So that's why I think it's gonna. I would say Braun would get it because Braun. See, the thing is they're going to SummerSlam with two brand new fucking champs, and not brand new, but they're relatively early in their reigns, and that's why I don't think they would pull the trigger.
What do you mean? But who? Let's be specific here.
No, both of them got the title at WrestleMania.
Right.
So to me, they're what 3-4 months in, 5 months in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't see them just yanking it off of them, both of them yet, because both of those people, like Braun is popular, like as much people.
Like I said, I think it's just a workaround to have Drew work with Randy and Edge, and I think he gets it back. That's why I think that.
Had Braun not got Aiden by the alligator, I would have said Fiend. But since he got beat Aiden by the alligator, motherfucker, he's got to get his vengeance somehow.
Really?
So that's why I'm thinking Braun.
Wait, whoa. The Fiend needs vengeance. He beat Bray Wyatt, dude. I mean, deep down, the Fiend remembers that.
Well, Goldberg also beat the Fiend. So
yes.
Yeah, well, he's an old man who's retired now, so I don't think it matters.
No, we're getting more Goldberg.
No.
So I'm going.
I do not like Goldberg, dude.
Fiend gonna get these hands because if he lost to Goldberg,
I was in '99. I'm not now.
Hold on, Kaliko. You said Braun's gonna win or Bray's gonna win?
I say Braun because if he lost to a fucking 50-year-old Goldberg, in his prime, fucking Braun should be able to manhandle that ass.
Dude, they were gonna have Goldberg go over for a bit. I really do think so. But I would change the last minute. Like, you can't do that. Some people told them.
Two matches together: the Raw Women's Championship and SmackDown's Women's Championship. Asuka wrestling Sasha Banks and Bayley. I kind of thought that they were going to make this into a triple threat, but it seems like Asuka is pulling double duty at SummerSlam. Who do you see winning these matches?
Sorry, real quick. I like her new zombie paint attire, her new, zombie face paint and those contacts. It looks sick as fuck. Just in my opinion.
That's her kind of look.
Yeah, I like that version. I think it's cool.
That's that Japan shit. She going throwback.
I know, and I like it.
Mitch, who wins? Sasha and
Bayley,
say
the matchup.
Asuka.
And finish.
It's Bayley and Sasha Banks versus Asuka in separate matches.
Oh, what do you mean? In separate, like back to back?
Sasha Banks versus Asuka, Bayley versus Asuka. Same night, different matches.
She's fighting two matches against them too. She's pulling double duty.
Okay. I think Asuka beats Sasha, and then a dust up with Bayley occurs, and then it's like a no contest or something like that.
What about you, Scooter?
Well, considering Sasha and Bayley are defending the women's tag titles at Payback,
versus who?
Most likely Asuka and Shayna Baszler.
I thought it was gonna be Iconics.
No. You know, they would probably. I'm betting that's going to be the Payback main event.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna say Asuka wins both.
Damn, Oscar
Oh.
2 belts.
I'm behind that, dude. I'm okay with that.
What about
But
you?
I just don't think that'll happen right now.
What about you, Kaliko?
I think Bailey keeps her belt and she takes Sasha's.
Kaliko?
All right, so I feel like she's gonna go 1-1. She beats Sasha. I feel like she's gonna fight Bailey first, and Bailey gets the sneak win, and then they try to do the same for Sasha, and it backfires. And I think that's where the 2-woman power trip starts to go downhill.
Right.
So
And we agree.
We're
But for the most part.
We're all in agreement that Sasha is not walking out of SummerSlam with with 2 titles.
We agree
She's
that Bailey's
fucking
gonna keep her
she's
belt.
fucking winless
Well,
in defending
not
her
for
title.
sure.
She is
Agreeing with
fucking winless in her whole career at
Yeah.
WWE at defending any of those titles on the main roster. Winless.
We also have to remember that Sasha has been volunteering Bailey for whatever challenges that were thrown their way. Sasha's volunteering of Bailey is why Asuka has the title match in the first place. So I wonder maybe if Bailey does something to get Sasha to lose.
Interesting. Well, you're going with that it's a double Oscar 2 belts.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I think we're all unanimous that Sasha's losing, but Bailey might be retaining. That's definitely not going to sit well with Sasha as we go forward. So it's going to be interesting how that goes. Next match, can you hear me, Mitch?
Mm-hmm.
Seth Rollins versus Dominic Mysterio in a street fight. Who wins?
Sorry, say that again.
Oh my!
Sorry, I was in the middle of doing something.
Seth Rollins versus Dominic Mysterio in a street fight. Who wins?
I think Dominic Mysterio has a great first fight impression and everything, but Seth Rollins ekes it out. But it's a big moment for soon to be Prince Mysterio.
Good assessment. What about you, Scooter?
Say it again.
Very funny.
Yep. Put the controller down, Mitch.
I'm typing. I was typing. You told me to type my things. Fuck.
Dominic Mysterio or Seth Rollins. It should be kind of obvious that Seth wins here.
Yeah.
But if Dominic does
have
win,
a highlight on him though, yeah.
If Dominic does win, it's gonna be one of those. It's gonna be one of those endings where Dominic barely gets one hand on top of Seth, and 1, 2, 3. Dominic is not gonna win on talent if he wins at all.
No.
So I'll go with the safe bet and say Seth.
Fair assessment. Kaliko Yachts.
Dominic's gonna win because Samoa Joe's gonna fucking interfere.
Okay, I would pop for that because I'm a
fight.
big Samoa Joe fan, but otherwise I just don't see Dominic winning unless I just don't see Vince doing anything with Joe and Seth. I don't see them. I don't see them following through with it. Unfortunately,
it's a big Samoa no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I could agree.
I wish I was wrong. Yeah.
I think Seth's gonna win as well. Next match, Raw Tag Team Championship, the Street Profits versus Andrade and Angel Garza. Mitch, well, who wins? Repeat
Who
the
and
question,
Angel?
right?
Sorry,
Yeah.
I heard the matchup. Go ahead. Say it again.
Street Profits versus Andrade and Angel Garza.
Street Profits. I'm gonna go with the Street Profits.
Alright. Scooter.
I'm gonna go with Bianca. No, I mean, they're placing emphasis on the Street Profits' reign, and they've been pushing this division between Andrade and Angel, and Andrade shouldn't be in the tag team division to begin with.
Absolutely.
So
I think Angel is a great up and coming star, but he's holding Andrade back.
I mean, I will say this: the Street Profits at first kind of they didn't really burst on to the scene with a lot of smoke, as we say. But
and them and the Vikings were just stupid. That's stupid.
No,
shit.
That was great.
In my opinion,
I disagree.
I thought that basketball stuff was stupid. Anything that wasn't wrestling.
That was fun and entertaining.
Okay, maybe to you.
And it showed a different side. But as Kaliko brought this up, they also showed that when the Street Profits were ready for a fight, they came to fucking fight. They showed their inner thug. And I apologize for the use of that term in advance. But the Street Profits have been
just language.
You never know who could be offended. Yeah. The Street Profits have
But you're not calling someone like that. Anyway, whatever.
Drop it, Mitch.
The Street Profits have been getting increasingly better. I like watching their matches now. Street Profits to win.
All right, and Kaliko?
The Profits from the streets. Everything that fucking Scooter said, I agree, because to me, people felt like they were probably gonna go on that New Day hokey-ish shit, but when they beat the hell out of fucking Andrade and them in the parking lot or in the back room, that showed me, okay, they're not taking them down that hokey way. When it's time to get gangster, like Scooter said, they can get gangster, and that's all I needed to see. Street Profits for the win.
All right, we are unanimous with the Street Profits. And that brings us to our last match on the card, United States Championship match. Are you listening, Mitch Mayhem?
Yeah.
Apollo Crews. Who did I just say?
Shut the fuck up. Apollo Crews, what?
Versus MVP.
Don't fucking be patronizing like that.
Who wins?
Let's see. Hold on. Let me think. I'm gonna say that COVID kills Cruz's push. MVP.
Damn. What about you, Scooter?
Unfortunately, I don't dislike. It's not like I don't like Apollo Crews or anything.
Considering that Cruz, came back, and is still the United States champion. Cruz.
I just see the what do you call it? New Nation. What do you call the Hurt Business becoming something with the title?
So you're Scooter. You're going
Cruz.
Okay.
Yep.
Kaliko?
Cruz, because they showed the faith in him when he came back and won the title, and so, or not really lost the title, as they say. So I feel like they're gonna give him his time because he's way overdue. So it's Cruz. The matches is Cruz to win, as in not to lose.
Maybe
I was hoping to get a rhyme there, but Fucking,
Maybe they'll finally name his finisher.
I think it's just called the standing moonsault. He needs to change that shit. Though,
It was like the spinning power bomb, spinning style power bomb.
Is it?
Yeah, that I called it the cruise missile. So
That would be nice. Cruise missile.
No, I got a better one. Cruise of the
Oh
Island.
yeah,
Cruise
it is
landing.
Like sit down. It's
Cruise
like an Ahmed
landing.
Johnson
No.
sit down power bomb.
no, cruise control.
I say Cruise of the
Cruise
Island
control. Yeah, something like that.
because it's like control of the islands, but on a cruise. All right.
If he had a fake Jamaican accent, that would make sense.
Yeah, there's trouble in paradise.
I'm actually agree with Mitch. I say that it's gonna be MVP. I think that the Apollo Crews experiment is kind of over. I think they tried it. It didn't really work. It's time to move on.
Yeah, I mean it's unfortunate because I think Cruz deserved the push, but I honestly think Apollo Crews will join the Hurt Business.
I disagree with that, but
I think that would be the smart thing to do. Eventually, have them do a kind of like Farouk Ahmed thing, and then ease into it.
maybe not. I mean,
that's what I would do. I'm just
giving
my opinion. Just giving my opinion.
That was the last match. How should people watch NXT Takeover Dirty and SummerSlam this week, Scooter Dust?
Well, they should watch it on the WWE Network. They should listen to the remix.
Yep.
Only on the UNB Sports 2 network.
Yeah.
Saturday Takeover in a little bit, and SummerSlam tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be there or be fucked.
Yeah, who needs the WWE commentary when you got the remakes going down?
Exactly, and we should be getting on for Takeover in about an hour or so. So that
you in this fucking time.
We will be concluding this episode of the show. If you like us, please like, subscribe, comment both on YouTube and Castbox. And we're always interested in talking about wrestling on Twitter. How could you find Kaliko Yachts on Twitter?
I am Kaliko. And we forget, man. TNT, AEW got a show. Like, just threw their ass out the window there.
You know,
I told you they were. I said they were going to do something. To try and do something special.
Well, what's funny is like people were kind of pissed about it, and then I'm like, bro, the NBA on TNT is the golden show for TNT. Ain't fucking nobody. I don't give a fuck who they are.
Agreed.
Charles Barkley and them get that slot.
I mean, they had a golden goose with this opportunity, and they just threw it away, in my opinion. I mean, they barely promoted it last week on Dynamite. What about you, Mitch? Where can they find Mitch Mayhem if Mitch Mayhem tweeted?
Shut the hell up. When I want to tweet it, I can tweet, man. If I don't want it, I don't fucking have to tell everyone what I fucking ate for breakfast. At Mitch Mayhem X.
Check your DMs.
What, Scott? Scooter?
Oh, damn, you broke kayfabe.
You are cranky.
I'm not cranky. I'm just telling my opinion.
You are a cranky motherfucker.
I am not cranky.
Check your DMs, damn it.
I'm not. I don't have any DMs. I'm not cranky.
I DM'd you twice.
No, I don't see shit. What are you talking? Maybe on my phone it's dead.
Where can they find Scooter Dust?
Where? Oh, on Twitter you DM me?
Yes. What on the Twitter?
Okay, all right, I'll check it. I haven't checked it in a while because fucking Twitter sucks.
Like Yo Gotti says, it goes down in the DMs.
Why don't you have a Facebook? I've been using Facebook lately. I'm just saying.
Facebook.
Okay, well, whatever.
And where can they find Scooter Dust?
At this point, I'm not sure if I want people to find me now.
Right?
He's like, stay lost. Parts unknown.
You can find me at Scooter Dust and at UNBS Wrestling
I don't blame you.
and at someone peed in my cornflakes.
And you can find me at JamesJ993 for Coleco Yachts, Mitch Mayhem, Scooter Dust. I'm James J, and this has been Wrestling with Entertainment.
Like a score of here it is in a nutshell.
Oh!